Okay guys, so for today's video, I thought I would go over the challenges of traveling, my experience so far, the good things, the bad things, just the raw, real truth. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so now it's a nice sit down video. I'm here on Cape Seductive. Ooh, I keep moving the table. I'm on Cape Seductive, which is my boyfriend's mom's property in the Philippines. She's aspiring to create a resort in the Philippines, so it's really awesome. But now let's dive into the video and talk about traveling, my thoughts, my experiences, and what I like, what I don't like, and all that good stuff. So for starters, one of the difficult challenges in traveling is maybe not getting enough alone time, which I love traveling with Spencer and just with other people in general. It makes traveling that much better. You know, fun experiences you get to share and connect with other people. It's awesome. But at certain times, it is nice to unwind and have alone time, reflect, be by yourself in your own thoughts, present in nature by yourself. So here I am filming by myself. It's my first time being alone in maybe a month and a half or so. Yeah, something like that, or even longer, honestly. So it could be mentally draining, constantly having to interact with other people and constantly being alert and talking, and sometimes it's just nice to sit by yourself, drink, drink some coffee, tea, eat a nice piece of bread. That's what I did. And it's just refreshing just having that quiet time to yourself. And while traveling with other people or just traveling by yourself, sometimes you don't get all that time to be by yourself in your own thoughts. Another difficult thing in traveling that I did not think I was going to experience at all is missing home. I did not think I was going to be homesick at all. Well, I decided to leave 3 months ago, or 2.5 months ago, something like that. I thought I was going to be totally fine. Oh my god, it has been 3 months. Oh, losing track of time is a good thing. I have no idea what time, I can't believe it's Christmas in a few days. I think it's in 2 days. That's crazy to me. Anyways, where was I? I'm trying to remember. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Being homesick. Yeah, I did not think I was going to be homesick 1 ounce, but I realized, yeah, I do miss home. I like familiar faces. I like the comfort of being at home, having everything at my fingertips, you know, being with family, friends, my dogs. I miss my dogs so much. Even though there's so many island puppies here, knowing that my dogs are at home hurts my heart. I mean, I see all these puppies all around this island. I mean, there's puppies everywhere. But every time I see more puppies, it makes me think about my dogs even more. And I'm like, ah, my Coda, my Rex, you know? So yeah, just definitely missing home. That homesick feeling sometimes can get the best of you. And you may want to end travel early because you want to go home just for a little bit. But I know if I were to go back home, I would want to continue traveling. So definitely not in the best interest to go back home right now. You know, you gotta keep up the momentum. I think the best thing to do if you're homesick is to contact people from back home, check up on them, talk to them, see how they're doing, ask them new information, what's going on, and just talk to familiar voices, and somehow that, you know, makes it feel a little bit better that you're not celebrating the holidays with them or hanging out with them in person. But I don't know if you guys could hear it, but there's a boat going by, and I hope the wind's not disrupting the sound, because I do tend to talk a little quiet. Another difficult challenge while traveling is to stick to your lifestyle, diet choice, whatever. Like say if you consistently work out back at home, it's very difficult to consistently do that while traveling. I mean, if you want it enough, you'll make it work. I'm vegan, and traveling makes it extremely difficult at times to stick to that vegan diet or that vegan lifestyle. I mean, being on islands constantly and hopping around all these different places, airports, trains, buses, you have to be super prepared as a vegan, and so sometimes it makes it extremely stressful and difficult to travel while being vegan, although it is fairly easy once you get used to that and having to constantly be prepared. It gets easier as you prepare your lunches, you prepare your breakfast if you are going to be traveling abroad for a long period of time. But it can be very stressful, and I miss the comfort of just being able to go to the store and have a consistent grocery list and just be able to cook whatever I want whenever I want, and knowing that it's strictly 100% vegan. So I do miss that easy accessibility to continue my vegan lifestyle. I mean, here in the Philippines it's been very easy to be vegan because there's amazing crops everywhere. I mean, I'm eating like some of the best vegetables, tastiest vegetables, and we have a cook here and she makes such amazing food, so I'm very blessed to be able to continue this vegan lifestyle here on the islands in the tropics. It is easier than you think it would be, but it is more challenging than you would think it would be. You know what I mean? I also really miss the comfort of just being able to communicate with everybody back home, because everybody back home speaks English, at least the people I know, and while traveling it can be very exhausting constantly having to slow down your speaking and try to figure out what people are saying because they may not speak your language. Don't get me wrong, I love being in different cultures. Like, I love the Philippines. Philippines, Germany, and Switzerland are like some of my favorite places, but it does get tiring at times when, say, you're in a family function, everybody's speaking just German, or everybody's just speaking Tagalog, Visayan, and you have no idea what they're saying, and it's very difficult to communicate. And sometimes these people, they don't speak the best of English, which sucks sometimes because you end up missing lots of jokes. And say like the other day we were playing with children from this little town, and none of them really spoke English, so it was very difficult to communicate with them. We kept asking them to say things in Visayan and Tagalog, and we made bread together and we played in waterfalls all day. It was absolutely amazing, but it was stressful not being able to understand what they were saying to us. We wanted to know so bad, and they wanted to know what we were saying so bad, and you know, just a miscommunication sometimes could get very exhausting, and it's kind of a bummer. It's nice to just fully be able to communicate and express your emotions and feelings to people without a second thought, but as you're traveling to different countries, if you don't speak another language or that specific language, it can be very exhausting. Now, no matter how many negatives there are while traveling, there's so many more positives to traveling. I can't even comprehend how amazing it has been to be able to travel. Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamt about traveling. I remember I used to get money from dog sitting, plant sitting, babysitting, birthdays, Christmas, whatever. I would get some cash, and my family would tell me to save this money for something you really, really want. And they were suggesting like a certain toy or Barbie or game, and all I was thinking about is, I want to go to Hawaii, I want to travel, I want to see the world. So I saved up all my money, and then when I was 18 years old, I didn't have enough money to travel the world, but I did have enough money to go to Hawaii, and I did. And then I got a job, saved up 2 years worth of money from working at Trader Joe's, and eventually I was able to make that dream a reality, and now I'm seeing the world, and it's so rewarding, and it's such a good feeling to be able to like I'm the one who's spending this money, I'm the one who's ensuring that this travel really works through, and it's just one of the most rewarding things I've ever decided to do. And I was always so scared to make that leap. I always knew I wanted to travel and how rewarding it would be, but I was so terrified to take that big jump forward. And now that I have, I'm so grateful that I had friends and family who really supported me in this journey. I remember I sat down with two of my girlfriends over at Cheesecake Factory and I said, hey guys, so I'm thinking, should I quit and drop out of school for a little bit and travel the world? Like, what do you think? And they both were like, oh my god, yes. And then so I did, and I really think they gave me the courage to, like, okay, if my friends say I should do it, I really should do it. And I did it. And here I am in the Philippines, 3rd month, going strong. I think I'm on the fourth month. Honestly, like, the days, months, weeks, hours, they go by so fast. I wanted to leave off this video talking about the most rewarding things that I've gained from traveling. So that would definitely be the friends I've made while traveling. Oh my gosh, I always watched, I watched maybe hundreds of YouTube videos and read articles on traveling so I could get the best of knowledge, so when I started traveling I wasn't like, whoa, all this stuff is happening. So I watched stuff about like roommates in hostels, how to make friends, or like, do you make friends while traveling? I couldn't imagine just walking up to people and just sitting down, being able to have a full-on conversation and become best friends. But while traveling, that kind of stuff happens so quickly. I'm gonna stop talking right now because there's a huge boat. Don't know if you could hear me. It's kind of annoying to talk over it because I'm quiet. So Spencer and I on this travel have made some of the most amazing friends ever, and I just couldn't believe it. I mean, we went to hostels and we just sat down for breakfast and it oh my god, I can't speak, tongue twisters, and ended up becoming best friends with so many people. I mean, we formed a biker gang in Thailand and biked around for 3-4 days. We met a friend in Amsterdam in our very first hostel, and we ended up re-meeting him in Rome and in Thailand. We met some Australians that we might go visit later. I mean, there's countless of friends and memories that I'm gonna cherish forever, and this is the kind of experiences you don't get back home. I mean, you can't just go to a coffee shop and sit down with somebody and just say, hey, I'm gonna sit here, you want to talk, let's be friends. Or you can't go to the gym and then just start talking with somebody and be like, hey, let's go get dinner now, like, you know. But while traveling, it's none of that stuff. Everybody wants to meet people and talk to people, and so like, you're on a bus ride and then you just start talking to somebody and you end up hanging out with them for the next 4 or 5 days until they leave. It's insane. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, you can, but people just aren't as open back home. I mean, they're so caught up in their everyday life, they don't really think like, I don't have time to hang out with this person, you know. While traveling, you have unlimited time to just explore and talk and hang out with people, that everybody's so open. They're like, hey, let's go eat right now? Sure. Or let's go swim right now? Okay, you know. And you make some of the coolest memories. I mean, we went chasing waterfalls constantly in Thailand, and it's just absolutely amazing. Another very rewarding thing is seeing the different cultures, seeing how people live. I had celebrated holidays in Germany with my family and the locals, and going to their schools, watching their plays. We played with little kids in the Philippines and went around in waterfalls with them and just made food with them and all that stuff, just learning about their cultures. And I mean, the other day a group of local Filipinos and Filipinas just sang Christmas carols to us, and it was so cute. And so just learning about how other people live and their experiences and eating their local food or whatever is just mind-blowing. It makes you really appreciate where you come from and going back home, and just really valuing how you grew up and how other people grow up in just different cultures in general. You just are more open and loving, I think. I always thought I was a very open person and open-minded and accepting, but when I traveled I realized, wow, I didn't know I could be more open-minded or acceptingly, you know? Like, I always thought I was very worldly before I traveled, and then I started traveling, and I'm like, damn, how did that happen? Like, your mind just constantly expands, you know? And I'm very grateful for these experiences and these challenges that I've had to deal with, because all this stuff makes you stronger and makes you grow and makes life just that much more beautiful. And I wouldn't trade traveling for the world. I always knew inside of me that traveling was something that I would love so much, but I was always scared to just go out and do it because I didn't have the money, or I didn't have the charisma. I was always too like, oh, but my cushy life, you know? And now that I've opened up those doors and I jumped out into the world, I wouldn't want to do anything else. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy to be here. It just feels so rewarding. Like right now I'm looking out into the ocean and there's palm trees everywhere. The ocean is just such a beautiful sunny day. The water's so blue. There's beautiful islands in the distance, and the breeze is so nice, and it's cool. It's warm, but it's cool, and I'm just gonna miss traveling when I go back home. I mean, I don't go back home for another 8 months maybe, but I mean, how long can you extend 8 months? Could I like keep extending it every year? But yeah, this was just a short video. I hope it ended up being short because I've been recording for a little while. But I just wanted to touch in and say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope I get this video posted in time. Just want to say Happy Holidays. I hope everybody's doing really well. I miss everybody back home. I hope you guys miss me too. And I really hope one day everybody gets to go out and experience life and travel, because it's been the best blessing in my life, and it's definitely been the highlight of 2019. I'm really excited to jump into 2020, because in 2020 I'm going to be living in Germany for 6 months, and I'm going to be a vegetable gardener. So right now I'm enjoying my little vacation in the tropics, and then I will be heading over to Germany to do some work. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give a like and a subscribe, leave some lovely comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.